You know what? I literally just spent the last 20-30 minutes, I believe, Jeff, trying to culminate in my mind what I was going to do for this opening sequence. Then everybody starts showing up because they heard what we were cooking tonight. Fuck, I think it's going to be good. What do you think, Jeff?
Oh, it's why everyone's here.
It's going to be good. Alright, so you know what? All that shit's out the fucking window. This is what we're going to do. We are going to do a caramelized onion grilled cheese sandwich with pulled pork inside of it. On top of that, we're smoking some cream cheese. We're gonna take some barbecue sauce, a little bit of honey,
Brown sugar.
pooch hair. That'll make sense later. Anyway, all right, imagine this. Favorite beverage, pulled pork grilled cheese sandwich with caramelized onion cheese that Publix just released. And instead of like the tomato dipping sauce that you normally would do with a grilled cheese sandwich, we're actually going to take smoked cream cheese. We're gonna infuse that and melt it into barbecue sauce with a little brown sugar, honey. Fuck, I'm already hungry. This shit's gonna be good. You guys stay tuned. This is gonna be absolutely fucking epic. I had a good friend of mine stop by today. We were trying to figure out what I was gonna film today. It was kind of last minute. Well, let's just say, Sammy, thank you. Brittany, thank you. Our little meeting of the minds is what's developed this episode. It's gonna be fucking epic. It's going to be, look, pulled pork, grilled cheese sandwiches with smoked cream cheese, barbecue dipping sauce. Fuck, I'm done. You guys ready? Let's fucking do this. All right, what do you do with a typical regular run-of-the-mill grilled cheese sandwich? Well, if you know what the fuck you're doing, you're gonna be dipping that into tomato sauce. Well, we're not gonna be doing that because we've got a little bit pulled pork. It's kind of a barbecue-y kind of grilled cheese sandwich with some, it's got freaking caramelized onion cheese in it. So that's not gonna work. What I'm gonna do instead is a kind of a variation on what I've seen on Facebook posted quite a bit. Quite a few guys have tagged me in this, where they smoke cream cheese. So I was sitting here and I was thinking, you know what? Let me do the smoked cream cheese thing, but that doesn't really, it's not really dipping sauce. It works for like crackers. However, if I take that smoked cream cheese and then make a barbecue, put it in with the barbecue sauce, let it thicken up in the pan or in the pot, I think we might have a little something to work with. So this is how easy this is. You ready for this? We're just gonna open our cream cheese, get a little knife out. Probably an easier way to do that, but that's how I like to do it. Get this out of the way. Fuck that. Off we go. Right? Get that out of there. Let's hit the other side. Fuck it. We're gonna make this really easy because what I'm trying to do is I really want to keep this in a block, and you'll see why here in a second. So let's get this side cut out. Off it goes. Now we're gonna peel it back. Is anybody watching this? Look at this. Take your cream cheese, boom. Jeff, I mean, you know, I should have just done that a little bit better anyway, but we're gonna take this, and I made like a little aluminum boat for that to go in the smoker. Oh, you know what I forgot, Jeff?
Oh, it's a little avocado oil.
Yes, we have now, hold on. We've adopted our normal regular cooking oil to be using exclusively avocado oil. It's got a much higher temperature of which it flashes at. It's got a much higher flash point. We're just going to do just a little bit of this in the bottom. I've never done this before, so I don't know if it's even going to. It's very possible that the fat in the cheese is going to keep it from sticking, but I don't want to take any chances. So a little dab of that. We're going to put this over here. We're going to spread this around just to create our own non-stick, just in case the cream cheese gets a little sticky. So that goes there, this goes over here. We're gonna plop this bad boy right in the center of that. Let's peel this away a little bit, maybe it'll come out. My hands are getting sticky. I've got cream cheese all over me, Jeff. Oof. All right, let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bam. All right, so I think that's good. So now I'm gonna wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I had to wash my hands. I get a little sticky of the cream cheese on it. This is really freaking easy. I haven't even looked the instructions up other than for cook time, which is normally 2 hours at 250. I've got the smoker going out back, the Pit Boss. I don't have 2 hours, just to be honest with you guys. This is kind of a late filming. Kind of set on my ass. I had to go get a shot earlier today at the doctor's office. I kind of haven't been feeling well, but this needed to get done. So we're going to pull through and get it done. This is how easy it is. We're just going to smoke it for the hour that it's going to take to cook the pulled pork in the Instapot. But to do that, we're going to have to get some seasoning in it. So this is what I saw. If I remember correctly, Jeff, was it not? They slit the little slits in the top, I believe?
Squares, yeah.
Yeah, so let's do that. I don't know how big the squares need to be. I guess I got oil on it, so it's moving around on me. You just stay still there, buddy. We're going to go like this. We're just going to score it this way. And I think we're going to come this way and score it as well. You don't want to go all the way through because then you're going to be basically cutting it into sections. And I'm assuming that as this cooks, it'll probably shrink a little bit and kind of open up maybe. I don't know. Maybe let's, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to help it open up a little bit. Or not. I mean, we're just, you know what? We're going to go with that. What do you think? Works for me. All right. So what I'm going to do is use my go-to, which is my Smoking Guns barbecue rub. This literally, you put on anything and it's fucking good. So this is all we're going to do. We got the little slits cut. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of this on top. Get on there, get on there. Sprinkle, 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 right? Fuck it, we're just going to move it. I mean, can you use too much? I don't know.
I think so.
Let's just do that. So I think that's it. This is now going to go on the smoker at 250 degrees. As I was trying to say earlier, the recipe called for 2 hours. It's fucking cream cheese. It's not like you got to get to an internal temperature. So what I'm going to do is adapt that a little bit. We're just going to put it in for an hour while the pulled pork cooks in the Instapot. We're going to be back in a second after I throw this on the smoker. And we're going to get that pulled pork situated, seasoned, and then in the Instapot. Yeah, come in. You see this? That's a pork butt. I didn't have 16 hours to cook this one, even though that looks about, I'd say about a 6-pounder, which wouldn't take quite that long. We're going to use a little bit of cheat. We're going to use the Instapot. But you can't put it in like this, because you got to get that skin and fat cap off. So here's what we're going to do. This is really easy, guys. Just look. So we're just going to go right here, kind of grab it by the lip once you kind of get a little rhythm going. And we're just going to pull. You don't have to get it all off, but we're going to pull enough of it off to where we don't have to worry about that. So just continue to do this. You just want to pull this right off the top. Really easy to do. You don't have to be perfect with this. I mean, you literally just want to get this off because that's would actually be really good, probably deep fried. Maybe a little pork rinds, Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll call Pico and get the deep fryer over here. We'll have a little pork rinds for a little dessert. Maybe a little cinnamon on them. You know, like Taco Bell does that cinnamon twist thing. We could do like pork rind cinnamon. Probably not. That would probably fucking suck. Anyway, we're going to just put this off to the side. You're going to look for anything that's... it's going in an Instapot, so you really don't... What you would normally trim off, like to go in the smoker, you really don't have to do that here. But I'm a sucker for tradition. You want to get any veins or anything out that you see. Oh, no wonder there was twine on it. Publix, I'm not very happy with you right now. I thought I was getting a solid pork butt. Matt, we're going to have a talk about this. Anyway, I'm going to keep cutting any of the silver skin. That's down inside that muscle. I think we're going to be good there. But that's it. All right, so now we're back here. All we have to do now is season it. This is my Smoking Guns barbecue dry rub. Absolutely love it. I mentioned earlier you can use it on anything. Today we're using it on pulled pork grilled cheese sandwiches. So, you know, it's really pretty versatile. Slap this around a little bit like it owes you money. Put it back in place. Normally I would put some oil over this. We're not going to have to do that either. This is so simple, guys, I'm telling you. Just put some rub on it. You want just it's basically pressure cooking in a bath of really flavorful juices. Get it down in there, rub it around, flip it up side to side, down to, I don't really know how that fucking goes, but you can't really use too much of this. So be pretty liberal with it. That's it. What we're going to do now is we're going to be putting this into the Instapot. We got a couple more things we have to do to it, so you can't just put dry meat in the Instapot. There are instances where you can use it as searing before you put in all the juices. We're not going to do any of that. Now that we got this basically seasoned up, basically, what count are we at, Jeff?
I haven't been counting.
Neither have I. I've lost count actually. This is seasoned. We're gonna go right to the Instapot. Let's see what we do with that. This is really easy. A little apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna say, what is that, about a cup and a half? Cup, Jeff?
A cup, maybe, yeah, a little more than a cup.
Yeah, just pour that in. What that's going to do is the acidity that's inside this vinegar is going to help break down the tissue of the mussel as it cooks. Pressure cooker does a really good job of that, but we're going to give a little bit of help because we really want to pull this. We want it to be nice and moist when it comes out. This, I switched it up a little bit. It's spicy chicken broth. A lot of people just use water. Well, not a lot of people. We like little flavor profiles. We like things to be a little complicated. We need layers in our flavor. So just pour that on in there. Now, I don't know if you can see on camera, but there is a line that you do not want to go over, and I'm assuming that that is to keep it from overflowing, I guess, or spilling out. I don't know. It's sealed. It's a pressure cooker. I don't know how it comes out anyway.
Keeps it to blow the lid off.
Oh, well, we don't want to blow the lid off, do we? All right, so we got that in there. Mix that around just a little bit. And here's what we're also gonna do. We've got seasoning on our meat. We're gonna also have a little seasoning inside of our broth. Just, you know. You wanna season this to taste? I really don't recommend tasting this right now. So I don't know, what's that, quarter cup, Jeff? Eighth cup? I don't know. Just, you know, coat it really good. This way, as it's infusing that juice into the meat, you're going to also be carrying the same flavor profile of what you have on the dry rub on the exterior of the meat. Mix this around a little bit. Jeff, I wish you could see this. It does not look appetizing.
I can see it.
Oh, that's right, you can. He's monitoring the GoPro from his phone over off camera. You can't see him. But, I mean, it smells good if you like really acidic stuff. Take a pause, a little bit of your favorite beverage. Let's get the meat in there now. Seasoned meat. I'm going to take the biggest piece that we have, and I'm just going to lay that down in there, just like so. Oh yeah, buddy. Then we're going to take the rest of our one piece pork butt, just lay that in there just like that. You don't want to stack them. You want to kind of let them, there's enough room in there for everybody, if all the guys can get in the pool, right? So everybody's covered. Now that you got everybody in the pool, we got our seasonings in, we got our broth in, we have our apple cider vinegar in. Now it's going to go in the crock pot. No, it's not going to go in the crock pot. Fuck, it's going in the Instant Pot. Watch this. Pot. Instant Pot. Lid. Locked. Pressure cook. Custom. 45. We're on high. Start. That's it. I'm gonna have a beer. We'll see you in a bit. Guess what? Pork's done. We're gonna pull that out now. It's in a pressure cooker, so we're gonna hit the release button and see what that looks like. You ready? Jeff, you ready?
I am ready.
This isn't gonna explode, is it?
I hope not. It's gonna smell good as fuck though.
It always does. Alright, so we've released the pressure. Now we have our instant thermometer. 212 degrees. We are now at an internal temperature that will allow us to pull this pork. I wish you could smell this right now. Pork's out. Instant Pot did its job. We were at 200 and I believe 12?
Yes.
212 degrees internal temperature. Little deviation from my normal pulled pork. Usually it's on a smoker with bark and all that, you know, jazz. We're just using it to be a filler inside of a grilled cheese sandwich, so fuck it. Let's do this. You ready? I mean, it just, you know, I really actually don't even have to pull it. It just, I could blow on this, Jeff. Now it's time to make our dipping sauce. This is what we're going to do. We're going to use the saute feature of the Instapot to do our sauce, only because we really couldn't get a good camera angle over there. We adapted, only took a couple minutes. This is what we're gonna do. Get your barbecue sauce, pour it in. Just get in there. That's about 3/4 of a bottle. Really didn't use any measurements. All right, that's in. Next, what we're going to add is going to be, I'm making this up as I go if you hadn't noticed. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have got the fucking garlic in so it could have roasted, but that's okay. You know what we did?
It's already roasted. We smoked it.
We smoked our garlic while we had the cream cheese going. Where's that go? The viewfinder's upside down. Smoked garlic cloves. All right, in the press. Let's do this. Really should have roasted those, but that's okay. We're just gonna get these right in here. Ooh. See, it doesn't come out like when it's roasted because it's already kind of softened a little bit, but that's okay. Get a little bit of that out of there. So you gotta work quick because we're on saute, so we got a little high heat going up underneath this. We're gonna get our cheese in. I don't know, we're gonna need more barbecue sauce. Hold on 1 second.
Hurry.
When in doubt, we're going, you know what, we can moderate or modulate our heat with the on and off button because this just has to get hot. Look at that. Moist. All right, barbecue sauce is in. Got a little bit of heat on the bottom.
Show that cheese.
You guys, I've never smoked cream cheese before, but oh my freaking God, this is absolutely amazing. Brittany wanted to try a piece of this before we actually put it in the sauce. I just thought of that. So Brittany, if you want to come up behind the camera there, here's a little piece of that for you. Jeff, you want a piece too?
Sure.
Damn it, now I want to try a piece.
I am not a fan of cream cheese, and that is
Let me fucking tell you something.
freaking amazing.
You know how much time we could have saved if we could have just done smoked cream cheese for the episode? Holy fuck, that's good. Alright, so that's really good. Damn it, man. Okay, I'm doing that again. Let's plop this down inside the sauce. It's gonna melt, so that's okay. Let's turn our saute back on. Get some more heat going. Now that we got the bottom covered, we got our sauce going. We're gonna let that heat up for a little second. Kind of mix that around. And this is why, if you noticed earlier when I scored it before I put it on the smoker, this is why. If you can see right here, see how it's coming off in pieces? So you're not left, once you go to mix it with the sauce, you're not left with just one big glob of cheese. So it's all coming into pieces so it can melt evenly. Just get that mixed around right in there. And you're gonna have to keep stirring this because with saute it uses high heat. So you're just gonna have to keep stirring. Normally what we would have done is we would have done this in a pot on the stove over medium heat. But we actually spent closer to like an hour, maybe I think an hour 15. The kitchen setup was just not conducive to get that angle that we needed. So here we are like we're Stanley Kubrick of the YouTube, and we're really not. So, oh, let's see, it's already melting. Look at that. Oh my God, that's gonna be fucking good. So we're gonna keep stirring that a little bit. Keep making those noises, right? All right, so while that's going, the next thing we're gonna do, we've got our smoked cheese, cream cheese. We have our barbecue sauce, brown sugar. Let's do a little bit of brown sugar in here. We're just gonna dump that in, let it do its thing. We got some heat coming soon, but we gotta get a little bit of sweetness in there. Ooh. We're gonna go ahead and cut the heat off because we don't want it to get too hot. We don't want to burn anything. We're just literally kind of playing this by ear. We're winging it. We're having to use a saute feature, and we are modulating our heat with the on and off button. So that's gonna do its thing. I wonder if there's a simmer feature on this. I don't know. Oh, there is a keep warm. So I think we can do a keep warm once we get all the ingredients in. Next up, this is gonna be Jeff's favorite part. Jeff, what do you think's coming up next?
Freaking honey.
That's right. All right. So we got a little bit of honey coming in. I'd say, I don't know, about a tablespoon or a teaspoon. Now, if you're paying attention, we have a lot of sweetness going on in this sauce. And it didn't help that I had to grab my extra bottle of barbecue sauce, which was not regular barbecue sauce. Guess what it was?
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Hickory and brown sugar. And I already put brown sugar in it. So, as other people like to say, I'm such a sweet guy. That was just kidding. Nobody
I'm the
says
sweet
that.
guy.
Yeah, it's Jeff everybody says that about, not me. So that's going to do its thing. We're done with this. We're done with this. We're done with this. What's next, Jeff?
I think it's time to make some sandwiches.
It's time to make some sandwiches. All right, we're going to let this simmer. We're going to turn it back on to keep warm. Start. We're going to just let this do its thing, and we're going to go over here to the stove, and we're going to make some grilled cheese sandwiches with the pulled pork that we made earlier. So this is just going to sit here and simmer and do its thing. I keep saying do its thing like it's actually doing anything. We'll be back in just a second for some fucking bomb-ass grilled cheese sandwiches.
So freaking good.
Right? I can't wait. It's time to make some fucking pulled pork grilled cheese sandwiches. You have no idea how long we've been waiting to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our favorite beverage down. We're going to take some of our garlic and herb butter. Grab you 2 pieces of bread. You only want to butter one side, right? So let's get that butter spread across. Just like so. You don't need a lot. You just need a little bit of fat there to give you some caramelization. I like that. We're going to do 2 of these. So that's the first one. This is the second one. So let's use this one. While that's doing its thing, we're going to butter the second one. And once we're done buttering the second one, we're going to start to build. We've got our caramelized onion cheese that Publix, I think, just released. I was just told by a friend of mine it's new. So we went and picked some of it up. You hear that? God damn, you fucking smell that? That's going to be good.
Sound of goodness.
Alright, so what we're going to do now, we've got our buttered bread down. We're going to take a slice of cheese, lay it in, slice of cheese, lay it in. Now what's happening right now is that butter that's on the bottom side is caramelized. We're getting, woo, buddy, we're getting a little bit of toast. We got our sauce here still going. Give that just a quick little stir. Alright, butter, bread, cheese. Guess what's next? A little bit of pulled pork. Let's just go ahead and spread that across here. You don't want big chunks, you want to kind of, I pulled it earlier. You just want to kind of get a little bit of a good coverage area here, kind of even, you know. Keep going for the second one. Right across here, right? Can you see that? I just realized I think we should have set up another light, but I think the GoPro is going to take care of that. So, alright, now we need cheese again. So we're going to put cheese right across there. Boom, like such. Ooh, fuck, that smells fucking good. Alright, we got another one here. Now what you're going to do, you don't want to butter this yet. You want to go ahead and lay this across the top. And I'll show you why you don't butter it yet. Lay that across the top. That bottom right now is doing wonderful fucking things. And it's time to flip it. But before we flip it, if you get the spatula that I forgot. The reason you don't butter the top piece yet is because you got to smash it first. Get everything down in there. Coagulated. Now before you flip it, you want to add butter to the other side. Ooh, that didn't turn out too well. Let's do this again. Butter, butter. I'm not moving fast enough. Butter, butter. I think we're going to have a little extra crispy on the one side, but that's okay. So we got our butter down. Pull our spatula out. Let's flip. Let's see what this looks like. Oh boy. Flip the other one. Get under there. Hey, guess what? That's really fucking hot. Flip. Smash it in. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. So now you're going to let this kind of coast. You got the one side that's toasted. You've got The other side that's toasting as we speak, butter, bread, cheese, pulled pork, cheese, bread, and butter. We're going to stir this one more time. I think our sauce is good. We're going to kill the heat on that. Our sandwiches are getting there. See, that's not quite brown enough. So we're going to flip that one more time. We're going to flip this one, check it. Not quite there yet, but you can see right inside here the cheese is starting to melt. That's going to be fucking excellent. Oh my God, I can't wait to fucking eat these. Just so you know, we do this just because we're fat, we love to eat and have fun and be goofy. But we also do this so that you guys can see what we do, because I don't know if it makes any sense at all, anywhere I was going with that. So, this is going to keep going. Let's flip it and check it. I think these are done. Oh, that's still hot. All right, I'm going to pull these off of the flat top. We're going to plate this and see where we're at. This is fucking good. It doesn't even need the sauce yet, but this is good. But you know what we're gonna do? Because we thought this would be a good cinema, what's what we're looking for? Cinematic effect. Watch this. We're gonna take a little bit of this sauce. Now this is, remember, smoked cream cheese, barbecue sauce, honey, brown sugar. What am I forgetting, Jeff? And smoked garlic.
Yes.
Cloves.
You didn't add the sriracha.
I did not add the sriracha. It's too late for that now. Alright, I want you guys to just look at what's about to happen right now. It's like, remember those Heinz ketchup commercials? Where you have to wait for it to come off? I'm probably blocking it, huh? Just go like that. Look how it just flops right out. Oh, buddy.
It's pretty thick.
Oh, buddy. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right, we got our sauce here. That's drizzled. We've got our dipping sauce as well. I think it's time to go in, Jeff. What do you think, Mike?
I mean,
Hold on, hold on. These guys got to get on this shit. That one there. Mike, get around here.
I want more drip.
He hasn't done his hair and makeup. We apologize.
I want more drip.
You want more drip?
Yeah, I want more thick shit.
How about that?
That's right, that's right.
I really hope it's good. It smells really good. I really hope it tastes good.
It smells great.
All right. One for me. I'm going to take a little half and half and see how this turns out.
The fuck? Dude. Edit.
Dude.
That's good shit. Not lying.
Let me tell you something.
That's rich. It's rich though, right?
It definitely needed a sriracha.
Caught it?
American.
Fuck. Look, that caramelized onion cheese is excellent.
That's good.
That's good.
Dude.
It pairs very well with the pulled pork that's
Back to the
inside.
crowd.
But you know what? Fuck that. I'll describe it later. Everybody needs a bite of this. Hold on.
Come back.
You guys want a dip or you want one?
Really,
What do you want?
It's really thick. It's really rich.
Guys, everybody, it's so like quiet and somber in here. What's funny is I've been trying to get them to shut the fuck up all goddamn night, and they finally shut the fuck up, and now it sounds like way too quiet in here. I'll dip it in the. Well, you don't have to. You want one? What do you want?
That's pretty
You want
good though.
on? You want one dipped? What do you want?
It's thick and it's
Dip?
rich.
Let me put that down.
I can
Try
eat
that
that
there.
sauce just by itself.
So explain again how you got the flavor.
Smoked cream cheese, barbecue sauce, brown sugar, honey, and smoked garlic. That's the sauce.
and the rub.
Yes, we got the rub. We didn't put the rub in the sauce.
No, it has a really rich,
It's very
thick
rich.
flavor.
It does have a really good flavor.
Look, if I went to a barbecue joint and ordered this, I would not be fucking disappointed at all. And it's totally not like what you would think. Like you wouldn't like. Have you ever? Who
If you
does
were in a
that?
barbecue joint, what would you call that?
That needs to be in restaurants.
What would you call that? If you went to a barbecue joint.
I'd call that the best grilled cheese pulled pork barbecue sandwich I've ever had that was missing sriracha.
Ultimate grilled cheese. Call it ultimate grilled cheese?
Actually, it's actually, you know, it's hitting the palate now. It's actually got a little bit of heat that follows it at the end.
No, it's good. It's really good.
I think the sauce is a little thick. But I'll tell you what.
But that's what keeps it on
Make
there
it,
to
don't make
not
it,
messy.
try it, don't try it. What do you think?
I want another piece. I want the other one with the stuff poured all over it.
definitely.
All over it?
Here and say,
Yes.
I've never made this, and it's great, but if I made it, it'd be better.
He's probably not right, but
I'm totally incorrect, but no, that is really good, man.
is it? Thank you, sir.
No, for real. I could eat that.
That's what
I did eat that.
All right, we're gonna keep chowing down. Did you see that? We're gonna keep chowing down. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. What would you have done different? You know what we forgot? Our shots. Jeff,
Port start.
thank you for hanging out for like 14 hours while it took to film this episode.
Thank you for making the bomb ass sauce I've ever had in my life.
You're welcome. Hang out more often. We'll do it again. Cheers. Traditional Irish porn stars down the hatch.
You fucking slow.
Wait, you have training wheels. You only need half the Red Bull.
True.
Tune in next week. We'll see you again.